ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So we got a decent amount of video game news this week. Let's just jump right in with the biggest and latest piece of news. Google is officially shutting down Stadia. Now, I'm sure some of you have completely forgotten about the Google Stadia, but Google Stadia was like Google's own video game system. It was like a streaming platform. You could basically stream games through the Google servers onto your PC. You could buy games, but you could also pay a subscription for them. There was a controller and stuff you could order from Google, or you could use even controllers you had at your home, and they actually got some exclusive games on there, some indie games that were pretty good, but it did have a lot of problems. Some people always complained about the lag, the input latency. Even with, insanely good internet connections, it's never going to be like actually owning a game when you're streaming it. It's always going to be a little bit laggy at times, or the graphic quality is going to dip. But, yeah, apparently they're shutting down as of January 18th next year, so just a couple more months, and they're going to shut down Stadia completely. And listen to this, Google came out to say that all purchases are going to be completely refunded. So they're like refunding everybody that bought stuff, because they know if they don't do that, people are going to be very, very angry, But at least they're refunding. I like that. A lot of times, a video game system will fail, and then, they just run off with everybody's money, and it's a terrible look. So at least Google's trying to do the right thing here, but yeah, it's a pretty bad situation. Apparently Google didn't even tell people that the Stadia was shutting down. Like, they didn't tell developers. So there were like developers right now working on games for the Stadia that they were going to release around Christmas, and now they're discovering that the game system's going to be shut down in January. So they're definitely not happy about that. So yeah, it just seems like a really bad situation. We got some news for Apex Legends. Apex Legends is going to be having a special spooky season fright event in October. So it's basically going to be Apex Legends, Halloween event. That's going to be exciting. I have not played Apex Legends in a while, but you know what? Maybe I should jump in, check out this fright event. Sounds exciting. I know Fortnite's going to do something like this. Call of Duty probably, is going to have something special for Halloween. The game is launching around when Halloween is basically coming out, so I don't know. I feel like Call of Duty will definitely try to do some kind of spooky themed event, possibly. And speaking of Call of Duty, so there has been a lot of controversy in the Blizzard/Activision community this past week. So basically, Overwatch 2 is coming out, and the next Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, is coming out. But Blizzard/Activision have made some changes to their platform, and a lot of their fans are not too happy about this. So basically, Call of Duty first made it incredibly difficult to play the beta for Modern Warfare 2. In order to play the beta, you had to have a cell phone number attached to your Blizzard account, and there's all types of criteria, like your phone number can't be like some kind of like paid subscription service. It has to be like actually linked some way to like your bank account because they can trace it or something like that. You can't use like a Skype or a Zoom call or like a VoIP service to sign up with that number. You can't sign up with numbers from like another state or another region or country. So let's say, you know, you're in Canada, you travel to California, you're playing Call of Duty with your friends, you want to sign up for the beta and play. Well, you can't because your phone number is not from there. So a lot of streamers, a lot of Call of Duty fans were incredibly angry about this. Some people even canceling their pre-orders. And then, after all this stuff, Blizzard comes out and says that Overwatch 2 is going to require a phone number that is verified to be attached to your account in order to play Overwatch 2 when it launches. So, they're not doing this with Overwatch 1 at the moment, but it's going to be a thing with Overwatch 2. Now, the reason Blizzard and Activision are doing this is because they want to combat toxicity in online voice chat and stuff like that. People smurfing, creating fake accounts, and throwing games on other accounts that they don't really care about. So they felt that making it very strict and kind of difficult to have multiple accounts. If you get banned, you basically get banned. But I don't know if this is going to work out well. A lot of people, you know, maybe have only like one cell phone, and that's like for a whole family. So imagine like you got a brother, you got a sister, you have a dad, they all have Call of Duty accounts. Maybe, you know, they don't all have like a phone number. So there's stuff like that. Like I have no idea how like kids are gonna sign up for Call of Duty or Overwatch if there's this requirement like Blizzard and Activision are saying there's gonna be, because that just sounds insane. Apparently it was only gonna be for the PC version, but then after looking into it, I read that they said that every version of Overwatch 2, both the console and the PC version, are going to require a linked phone number to your account that is verified. So, sounds kind of complicated. I don't know if a lot of people are going to do this, and hopefully they change it, because, I don't know, I feel like gamers are, I'm not going to say lazy, but a lot of us, I would say, don't really want to do extra steps. Like, I remember when Fortnite basically made you, like, enable two-factor authentication to get a free emote, and I remember so many people that didn't even want to link their email to like their authenticator or whatever for two-factor authentication on Fortnite for a free emote, because, you know, they just didn't want to waste a couple minutes of time doing that. So I don't know, this is pretty crazy. This is the first time actually that a video game company is kind of forcing you to link a phone number to their account system in order to play a game. So whatever happens is going to be very, very interesting. Let me know in the comments how you all feel about this. I think it's a little bit crazy that, you know, they're making everybody do that. I wonder how it's going to be if Call of Duty comes out and like you can't play online unless you link a phone number that's valid. Oh man, that's going to be crazy, because a lot of people, like I said, they're going to have phone numbers that are going to be incompatible. Like, you're not going to be able to sign up with just any phone number. And a lot of people, you know, they have a shared phone number, you know, like some people might not have a phone number, or they might have a online number or something like that on their PC, and that doesn't work. So who knows what's going to happen, but very, very strange decision, I gotta say. What else do we got here? Let's see. Apparently the Modern Warfare 2 beta is the biggest Call of Duty beta in history. It pulled in insane numbers on streaming, on YouTube, and the amount of concurrent people online at the same time was enormous. So it seems that a lot of old Modern Warfare fans and new Call of Duty fans have all been kind of hyped for this game. So it seems like it's going to be like one of the first big Call of Duties in a while to kind of bring the old community back and still cater to the newer Call of Duty community, so it's kind of awesome. Hopefully this game does well. The Dead Space PlayStation 5 remake has released new screenshots, and oh my goodness, this game looks amazing. The graphics look so good. Like, personally, the graphics in the original Dead Space game already looked really nice, but this version looks amazing. Like, they really put in a lot of work to make this game look modern. I think this is a great job. Let me know what y'all think of the Dead Space 5 remake screenshots. That's gonna be exciting to see when that comes out. And these are like the first official screenshots we got to see of the game, so I am very impressed. Let's see, what else do we got here? There's a rumor that the next Need for Speed game is going to be releasing sometime, or revealing sometime in December. So not releasing. Revealed. It's going to be getting revealed in December. So that's interesting that they're waiting so long to reveal the next Need for Speed game. But I guess they have something really special that they want to show off in December. So hopefully this rumor is true. Kind of interested in the next Need for Speed. It's been a while since I played one. Let's see. So, there's even more controversy this week. Sony has basically made some statements about some future stuff that's going to be coming out for their systems and for their accounts. So, Sony is going to be introducing the PlayStation Stars program. I already talked about this a little bit before, but basically it's going to come out in Asia first, and then it's going to come out in like North America, and then in Europe. And what this is basically like a level loyalty program to kind of show off how loyal of a fan you are to PlayStation almost. So basically there's like different levels. So let's say if you get a PlayStation and you play, maybe you'll be like level 1. If you play your PlayStation and play like, if you buy like 5 new games, right, for like 5 full price games from the store, you'll reach like the maximum level. If you have a lot of trophies on your PlayStation account that you unlock, you'll also reach like a higher level. And apparently what they're planning on doing is provide like better customer service and a user experience to those PlayStation users. So basically, if you and your friend maybe need some help with your PlayStation, but one of you is maybe buying more PlayStation games or doing better in PlayStation games, like maybe finishing a lot of games and acquiring trophies in those games, Sony's gonna help your friend out before they help you, just because they're doing more on their PlayStation system. So a lot of people are really angry about this. They're saying that, you know, customer service and help should be equal for everybody, and that this kind of like a priority or whatever for special users that they think, you know, might be buying more games or playing more games should not exist. So I don't know what to think about this. This is such a crazy and, I don't know, different idea. I've never really heard of something like this. Like Nintendo kind of did something like this with like the Club Nintendo program. Like the more Nintendo games you bought, you would kind of like reach a higher level, and then they would give you access to stuff. They would invite you to events. They would actually help you out a lot more, especially if you were like a YouTube creator or streamer, and then everybody else that was not in this like special level of Nintendo fans basically did not get the same treatment. So it seems like Sony's kind of doing the same thing here. People are calling for them to like kind of change this policy before it comes out in America. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but it seems very, very strange. So far, Japanese like PlayStation fans have been talking about this a lot on their social media and contacting Sony about this, and a lot of them seem to be very angry from what I read. So yeah, who knows what's gonna happen with that, but what an interesting and, I don't know, strange idea, I have to say, because, I don't know, I feel like everybody, if they need help with their PlayStation, they should get the same, help. It doesn't matter if they are a new PlayStation user or if they're like the biggest PlayStation fan that has, been playing for years and, has bought like 1,000 games, But, let's see, what else do we got here? Trying to find interesting news. I have a whole list here. Let's see. So, Disney came out to say that they want to release a new Star Wars game like every 6 months. So, of course, Disney wants that, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. But basically, this rumor came out that Disney is not really happy at the moment with the amount of Star Wars games that are being released. They think it should be a lot more. And I kind of agree with Disney a little bit, because I'll explain. A couple years ago, you would have like multiple Star Wars games coming out every year. Like, you would get like a Lego Star Wars game, then you would get like a Lego racing game, then you would get like some kind of Lego spin-off game. Star Wars spin-off game. What am I talking about, Lego? You would get like a Star Wars racing game, a Star Wars like spin-off, maybe platformer, maybe action game, maybe fighting game. Then there would be some kind of like Battlefront spin-off or main series game. And it seems like now we only get like 1 or 2 Star Wars games like every few years. And I kind of preferred when there was a lot more Star Wars games out there. Especially around when Revenge of the Sith came out. When Revenge of the Sith came out, there was like Star Wars games on the PSP, on the PlayStation 2, on the Xbox, on the Nintendo DS. And there were like all different types of games. Like, you got like racing games, you had like fighting games, you had like RPGs. It was insane. So I kind of miss seeing more Star Wars games. Like, we don't really get that now, but it would be awesome if we did. Let's see, what else do we got here? There's a new, like, Monster Hunter style game that got revealed this week called Wild Hearts. And it kind of looks awesome. Go check out the trailer for Wild Hearts. Apparently this is going to be some kind of, like, hunting style game similar to Monster Hunter, where you go on like quests with your friends online to take down like beasts and monsters, and it looks exciting. You can level up your gear and abilities and stuff, and honestly, this looks pretty good. A lot of people in the Monster Hunter community have been talking about this week, so I thought I would mention it. E3 has come out to say that next year E3 is officially back with a traditional E3 show and event, just like the old days. So I am very excited for that. Basically, ever since COVID happened, we haven't gotten a proper E3. They kind of shut it down after that, so, everything was online only. We were getting live streams, but nothing in person. There was no like special Sony booth or Xbox event or anything like that you could actually go to in person. But that's all gonna change next year. They're back, and hopefully better than ever. So that's gonna be happening June next year, and I will definitely be watching E3 for sure. And we got some bizarre rumors circulating. Apparently, Silent Hill has been seen on some age rating websites in like Korea and in Europe. And what this means usually is a game is going to get announced, because like what game companies do before they show a game, they usually send it to get rated, like an age rating, like teen, mature, E for everyone, the age ratings that they give games. So what they usually do is they send it in, it gets an age rating, and those companies are usually required to post their ratings online. So sometimes those leak a little bit bit early. So, we might be getting a Silent Hill announcement like very, very soon, possibly for a new game on the PlayStation, who knows? But it looks like Silent Hill is like officially coming back, but we don't know what kind of game it's gonna be, so hopefully it's awesome. We have not gotten a good Silent Hill game for a very, very, very long time, but hopefully this turns out to be good. And yeah, that's kind of it for all the important video game news this week. We got one final piece of news. Very disappointing news. The Skull and Bones game that Ubisoft is developing has been delayed yet again to March 9th next year. So looks like we're not going to be getting Skull and Bones anytime soon. We're going to have to wait till next year to play Skull and Bones. This game has been delayed multiple times already, so yeah, I'm sure Ubisoft is probably having a lot of problems with this game. Probably why they're delaying it. You know, they want to make sure everything is perfect before they ship it out. But hopefully it all turns out okay. And yeah, that's everything. So thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. So long and farewell.